Today's video is going to be very special. I'm going to be talking about the movie Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt. As I get ready to give you my opinion, give me a minute as I step aside and prepare myself for this conversation about this movie. So I'm going to step aside. I'll be right back. That's right, guys. It's celebration time. This movie should not have been this good. It is a party time, and I'm not exaggerating. This movie is that good. So let's get into it. Stay tuned, because I'm going to do a comparison between Terminator Dark Fate and Tomorrow War to show the difference between these two time-traveling movies. This movie should not be this good. That is the key factor in this whole thing about this movie. Tomorrow Wars should not be this good. I looked at this movie, and when I first saw this, I was preparing for a dumpster fire. I didn't know what to expect. My expectations were nothing. I had no likes or dislikes. I expected to see Sharknado 2.0 meets Chris Pratt, and they were going to do something like travel through space or time and, B picture quality. I was wrong. And I have never been so happy to be wrong. This movie is amazing. This is going to be one of my top favorite pictures of this year. I like this picture already more than Black Widow. I like this picture, of course, more than Loki. I like this picture a lot because it is complete. You don't hear this too often. This picture is complete. This is how a movie should be made. The movie is called Tomorrow War. It stars Chris Pratt. Has characters and actors that do an exceptional job at playing their part. Every actor in this movie took their parts extremely serious, and it shows. I'm going to talk about the scenes. The movie itself is shot so well, so clean. Each shot is for a reason, emphasizing the plot, bolstering up the character's face when they see something, building up suspension as the camera moves to show what they're showing. The way they shot this film, again, should not have been this good, but it was. But my hat has to go off to the composer of this film. It's been a long time since I talked about a musical composer. The musical composer, Lauren Belf, did such a fantastic job on this movie. What you have to understand is a movie's completion from beginning to end is not only the cinematics, but the music. Like Indiana Jones and his music, or Star Wars and its music. This music in this movie that was composed by Lauren Belf was exceptional, a rarity. Every scene that was dramatic had composed music that fitted. This, again, you have to understand how rare this is in Hollywood, and why you're going to see this movie praised from fans and have such a fan buildup like no other. There's a reason for it. Take notes, Hollywood. This is how you do it. Now I'm going to make a comparison. This is my little rant. Give me a minute for my little rant. You had Terminator Dark Fate, which is also a time travel movie that was supposed to be diverse. Tomorrow's War had so much diversity in it. It was like sensory overload. I have never seen anything like this. It was enjoyable. But this diversity wasn't forced. It was naturally occurring. Great characters that were put first before their outer appearance. And then came the appearance. It wasn't done by the numbers or forced. It was something that happened organically. This movie is beautiful. This movie should be the kind of movie that people should say, oh, this is a diverse movie. But I have a feeling they won't do that. Dark Fate is a movie that is done by numbers. It has no soul. The person who made the picture was beholden to money and a certain quota. That is why the picture came out to be garbage. But this movie is done by someone who loves movies, period. Acting, period. Drama, period. This is how it should be done. In the end, I'm going to say this movie had 3 things going for it. Are you ready? It had connection. It had action. It had emotion. And I didn't talk about the emotional part of this movie. I found myself tearing up at certain spots. I never thought that would happen, but it was that engrossing. The emotion of this movie is woven in it. It is not an A to B picture. It has emotion that ties you together. It has lessons in it, but lessons that are purposeful, that every one of us knows we must have. Family, love, and more. But it is not drummed in you. It is shown that it betters your life when you do it. Again, this picture should not be this good. And I'm going to tell you right now, usually most pictures, they look like they're made for the small screen. This picture is too big for Amazon Prime. This picture is too big for the small screen. It needs the big screen. And that's not an over-exaggeration. So what do you think, guys? This picture is amazing, right? Tell me below what you like. Tell me below, do you think there's going to be a second movie? Tell me below what you even thought about it. And thanks for watching.